can't help but notice. I'll just... There. I can't see it. The game's too bright. Dante's fine. This one over here. Okay. I'm gonna need to get another drink before the stream's even started. Alright, let me go get that drink. Not that. There, alright. Alright, let's get started. Okay, those are alright stages. It's not the reef, so that's a win in my book. Alright everyone, welcome back to Splatfest. Oh shit, those are the old ones. Doesn't look like Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh shit, you're right. Damn it. Let's fix that. Nick, do I have you added on, Switch? If you whisper your friend code to me... No, yeah, I do. There we go. So I was playing a little bit off stream, as you can see in the top right. I thought I'd go ahead and get my pro matches out of the way, which is something new to Splatfest. I'll go over all the changes in a bit. Just let me look at some art first. That's pretty dope. I'm playing for my boyfriend. Which, for retro? Hashtag fix P2P. That one's sick. Little small, but sick. Hey, bits. Thanks for the 10 bits, Nick. Much appreciated. Any other... Is that Mother 1? Why? Wait, alright, sure, why not? Oh, is he on Team Retro? Yeah, alright, I guess. Is he saying he prefers Mother 1 to Earthbound and Mother 3? I mean, you do you, man. Oh, that's cool, too. Cough again. I don't know what's up with the coughing this time. Okay. Sturgeon Shipyard and Arowana Mall. Hella. Those are okay. You can join friends who are currently playing. See, this used to be grayed out during Splatfest, I think, so... Yeah, that's an option. But here's... Alright, so let me start here with how Splatfest was changed. Is instead of a team mode and a solo mode, it's now... Pro mode, which has the same scoring as the old system, and Splatfest normal mode has something called Clout. And the old system calculations and this Clout system are replacing counting team wins versus solo wins. And what that means is in Pro, it's single player. You can only play with randoms. In normal, you can play solo with random players, or you can join a friend or friends. What we can do is no one else is hosting, so I can just make the room. No password necessary. And hell, I'm pretty sure off of the friends list people could join anyways. So, we can sit here and, I believe Nick is gonna join us. And if Nick's gonna join us, he can get in whenever he wants. I was really trying to get this shirt up before Splatfest, and I got everything after Splatfest started. Because I really wanted the, ink saver, and I didn't get it. Alright, we're ready. And then Nick has to confirm he's ready. And then we recruit more people, and there it is. It took a while for them to add that. But hey, they added it. I think my coughing will wear out over time. It hasn't been like... Well, I don't know. Anyways, this month's Splatfest is retro versus modern. Based off the picture, I was interpreting it as what is it? Fashion, but Pearl and Marina were talking about it like it's just generations, not just fashion. Took a bit of thinking. I decided to go with modern. Because I think like what does retro really have for me? I guess music. I think as much as I don't want to actually accept it, I think like early 2000s is now technically retro. And super weird, but I'm pretty sure that's, you know, how that works. And I mean, if for me, the only thing retro I am 100% authentic on would, I guess, be music. And nothing I do with music is too modern. Fuck. I wear reference headphones. I still buy my albums physically because it's the best quality. If vinyl was an affordable option and vinyl records weren't able to lose their quality and degrade over time, then I would earnestly still do that. Wow. A mobile munchkin. Oh shit! Indie games versus AAA. That's not fair. Video game wise, I don't think... Alright, retro video games. If you play retro video games on a modern screen, not on a CRT on the fucking console, I think that's modern. That's not retro. Modern is trends. Modern can change. Retro is set in stone. There's only one correct way to do retro. Modern is an evolving thing. So NES Classic, your Switch games, your NES Switch games that you pay $20 a year for, modern. Playing on a good old NES, I'm sorry, NES, calling it NES. Playing on CRT, that's retro. I don't do that. I have the consoles and I have a collection of old games. Oh shit. But I, honestly, like, anytime I go back to play any of them, I try to figure out a way to modernize it. Like Final Fantasy IX and playing the PS4 versions, or playing any PS1 game I play, I'm gonna play on an emulator. Because of load times. I'm not gonna play them on my PS2 because of load times. So why, and then also it's so easy to do. You just stick a PS2 or PS1 game in your PC and it plays in an emulator. That's all you gotta do for it. But yeah, load times, fuck discs. Fashion, definitely modern fashion over retro fashion. I'm indifferent about movies, but video games and that would constitute methods of playing them. Yeah. Now, yeah, off stream I played like... I did 7 matches for my pro matches. I think that was a bad idea, because my score is at 1500 at like, I was playing at like 1 in the morning on a Wednesday night, Wednesday school night, so the only people playing were people that were good. So those were, I think I lost like 5 of those matches. Still, like, I did everything I could for the team. Also, yeah, this, when you do this thing where you match up with teams, you can stay with the teams. Before in Splatfest, during the however you played, you got randomly switched around. Now in pro mode, I believe, is when you switch around. But in normal mode, it's you stay there. Only way to play retro games right is by playing really bad JRPGs on NES on the CRT, where your sibling cries in the other room and parents argue for the 3rd time that day. I would say SNES. I'd say that's the appropriate way to play Chrono Trigger. If you play Chrono Trigger any other way. Ooh. Now, granted, like I can give it that, like, the CRT screen. Any game that was designed for a CRT looks way better on a CRT than it ever will on an LCD screen. And scanline filters don't fucking cut it at all. You need to play it on a CRT. You remember those games. You remember those games and how they looked. You look back at them, they don't look as good as you thought they did. But part of that is because you're not seeing them on a CRT. Part of it, not the whole thing. I remember me and Cheat the other day, we're playing Multidroid, which is a co-op Super Metroid ROM hack. And an emulator trick where you can co-op Super Metroid. Like, you share your progress and health and everything. And you can, like, split up and make progress all around the map. It's a fucking sick idea. And we also did it with an item randomizer. And it goes more than 2 people, too. What was my point? Oh, yeah, we were playing that in emulator, of course. But it actually does support the option of being played in a... Like, you could play that online on a physical console using a SD to SNES cartridge. Which is really fucking awesome, but yeah. I played a, we were playing that. And then after playing that, I was like, I want to continue my single-player playthrough of Super Metroid. So I went and did that on my CRT, on my SNES. My god, it looks way better. I can't, but, like, it's just... You know, you just have, even, like, you're just seeing the raw pixels. You know, like, on your emulator. Like, no anything. It doesn't look as good. Those raw pixels are meant to be viewed on a CRT. And that's the best way they look. And I don't even have to go into the Final Fantasy IX rant again. I fucking hate this level. But that's okay. Find a CRT to collect in my room. Yeah, when my dad passed away and we collected the stuff from his office on campus, he had a really, really impressive CRT that he had, like, on a cart where he just shows videos on. But that was his CRT, so we kept that. So even the one we have is a little more meaningful. I need to mute for a sec. Sorry, just congestion. Gross noises the stream doesn't need to hear. So I think... What was I thinking? I don't know, that's a good question. If it's not at the right, oh good, a Nani and a Russian name. Actually, I don't think that's a Russian name, I think that dude just used the one character. Oh, the 3 characters. No, he used a few different ones in there. The T is different. But yeah, I love playing games on a CRT because they look way better. But like for RPGs and JRPGs are like some of my favorite genre. And I need quality of life improvements from back then. I don't have the time to sit down and play hot and cold the Chocobo game in Final Fantasy IX. I don't have the time to do that. Holy God, is that so much more improved in the PS4, PC, Steam, Android version. Also, I kind of like this map. This is the Shifty Station one. Here's my plan, ready? Take the middle and never let it go. Manage everything from here. And I'm not gonna stop going for the center and pushing. And I don't give a shit how many of them are there. I'm gonna get them all. They're getting off my king of the hill. Oh shit. Let me just get my super up real quick. Yeah, but still, like even with Super Metroid, you can play it on the console, but you're still using the Wi-Fi, using internet, using advanced everything to play that. Wow, I can't believe that. Wow, I can't believe that worked. God damn it. I hope someone takes care of that. And like the jump arcs, people jump so slow on these things, it's way easier to hit them. You just have to be on top of your game. But look how slow they move. Like if you could just gotta be aware where they are in their positioning. Damn, they're actually going for me. Ooh, nice. Fuck. Yeah, go engineer. They got me, so I'm switching off engineer now. I'm going spy. What a mess. Let me just say, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's been happening. I have lost the majority of matches this Splatfest. Out of all those matches I've been playing, and I played some normal ones too, enough to level up, keep losing. I don't know if it's me. I keep doing... when I'm talking right now and streaming, but usually I'm like the only one doing shit on my team. It just doesn't... I almost can't believe how, like... sometimes the teammates I get, and how good the enemy is. Why isn't my team ever as good as the enemy? How does it happen every single match consistently? It's irritating off stream. When I talk, it's easier. Nick carried us here, though. Nick clearly carried us here. But yeah, that's my stance on modern versus retro. Now, with Splatoon itself, right? The old system was you could join a team match with a pre-made team of 4 and fight other pre-made teams of 4, or you could go in solo. Fuck, we got the same team. And the score would be calculated based on who had the most popular one, which team won the most team matches, and which team won the most single-player matches. Whoever got 2 of those won the Splatfest. And, so... what always happened, every single time, except only a few rare cases... Oh, wait, what's that in the bottom about Tom? Tom on a 10x battle? Is that happening because he's my friend, or because that's that in the bottom left there? Oh, it's gone now. Wow, good shit, Tom. Yeah, Tom was showing up on the bottom screen there. Yeah, right there. Not from being a friend, but just because he played that match. I'll go over that in a minute, though, too. And in this new system, you have still the popularity thing, but you have normal mode, where you queue up on your own or queue up with a team of 4, and you stay with that team as well. Or you can play pro mode, which is how Splatfest single player used to be, where it's just solo. You're just randomly matched with 8 people. And you have a score, like an Overwatch rank score that fluctuates. It goes up and down. That's in pro mode, and in normal mode you have clout, which does not go down. It only goes up. So there is a score that can go up and down, and then there's a score that only goes up. I like the new changes because I can actually play Splatoon with friends now. Yeah, absolutely. That is the best part of it, and that might even be a reason for why this Splatfest might be more balanced. Like, that might actually fix the issues Splatfest have where the popular one always loses every single time. Who's doing this? Jesus, the range. I've ran into a couple weapons that annoy me very much in this game. And they've been added weapons, like the fucking bathtub that looks like a urinal. I really dislike that weapon. I rarely see snipers as much. Dualies I have not seen nearly as much, but that bathtub weapon, some people with the ballpoint Gatling gun, annoying as shit. Oh shit. The same notification all day? Oh, okay. I've only been on for now, so he must have gotten that later. So yeah, it's based on that. Where'd he go? Also, this trick's been fucking me up, where people will go under the ink and they won't move the stick all the way forward, so it doesn't show your trail. If you do that, you can move in the ink without being noticed. I'm used to going full speed in the ink, so anytime I move, it's totally visible. But people are starting to do that, and it's kind of annoying. Nice. It's strategy. I don't think that'll be changed or anything. That's just a strategy. Like, are people... Like, they gotta be using pro controllers. I can't imagine having that much ease doing that on Joy-Cons. I'm on PS4 controller, so I can easily do it. I just haven't thought of it. But I really, like, don't even, like, think of not holding it down all the way. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, those are the ways score is measured now. Oh wow, fuck that. The way score is measured now between normal and pro. So whoever wins two of those three will be the winner. And I believe what would be, like, you could say the old issue is that the best players would intentionally side with the least popular side, and they would have a greater pool of people to fight that would be way weaker than them. Holy shit, Aeronator got 10 kills. Christ. Can that guy stay? I've never seen that animation before. Oh, let me mute quick. It's also possible that there hasn't been another 10x match since then. The 10x and 100x matches seem to be super, super rare. But yeah, so I'm a little concerned though in it being not balanced, because you know, before it was the best players would group together and fight random pools of worse players, And there would be so many worse players that sometimes you just never got into matches actually against the opposite team. You would just keep getting matched against teams like yourself. And it's not like we were told anything about how the Splatoon algorithm for counting matches works. And now it makes way more sense. Where, since it uses the scores, like your personal scores, instead of like match results, it adds up that if you do matches where you're just scrimmaging, you're still affecting your overall thing, your thing, yeah, your score. Oh, shit. Damn, your overall score is still like changed. So every match counts. There's no skirmishes in pro mode, at least, anymore. And I've been playing normal mode for a long while, and I have not gone in a match against the same team for the entirety of Splatfest in normal mode. It's happened in pro mode. There were quite a few against the same team in pro mode, but there's no more skirmishes in pro mode, at least, because your score still matters. My concern is, if there's a score that's tallied, I think for the most part pro is fine, because that's still, yeah, the pro is pretty balanced in just calculating a score, but when it calculates a score like Clout, and Clout is a number that only goes up, if Clout is only a number that goes up, then isn't that just the same as popularity as long as people are playing? Like, how would it be fair for the team that has less people to have more clout? And by all means, if the less popular team can never get more clout than the more popular team, then they automatically lose every Splatfest. So that's what I'm confused about, is clout is a score that can't go down. How is the team with less people going to be able to ever catch up? You know, what kind of algorithm are they working with? Because they haven't told us, obviously. But like even I think it could be easily be figured out, because there's no way it's just straight up counting everyone, tallying everyone's clout. At least it doesn't feel like it could be. If one team just has more people playing, it doesn't matter if they win or lose, just way more people playing. Now, if it's a Splatfest that's more balanced, then I think it would be fair. If the percentage popularity difference is like 3-5%, maybe? We fought hard that game. We fought pretty hard that game. Now, their Aeronator only had 3 kills. We'll be back. Alright. And we'll do solo for a while. And when Nick comes back, we'll find out if he can just straight up join me anyways. See another human for the past 2 days? That's a little much. Maybe. I can't tell anyone how to live their life, though. What is that beeping? Is it the news flash? It's not news anymore. Oh, it's waiting for players on the enemy team, I think. So I'm concerned if clout is a balanced system. I don't know, if the best players are still like on the opposite side and winning all the time, maybe it'll work out. But I would be crushed if Marina loses again. And that's why I'm a little worried about my other score, the pro score. Because I don't know what the average is. I have 1500. I've gotten up to like, on average, 1800. If I can go back, I would have not played those matches like at 1 in the morning. I would have played them like after school time, so the people would be more varied. There would be more variety in the people I played. Instead of just really good people who don't sleep. But you know, in pro, I don't think there's really too much of a worry or concern for losing. When... And I'm really concerned for losing. When you can't possibly lose your score, and you can only your score will only go up. But I don't know, we're gonna have to see results. I feel confident in Marina winning, though. I think that's good. I think she's gonna win, no matter what. I wonder if she loses though, or is she gonna acknowledge it? Because I don't even think I went over it. After last Splatfest, when you look at the results, Marina's a little salty, which is why I care, by the way. She's salty. She's like, shut the fuck up, Pearl. You know, put that on scrub quotes. Is her being salty, but yeah. Because she lost the last 3 ones in a row, but would she acknowledge 4 losses in a row? I have to wait and see. Damn it. What? That has that much range? Fuck off. Oh boy. Well, someone better do something about that. Oh shit, I should have done something about it. Damn it, No, I'll be honest, this losing shit's getting annoying. Because I have done nothing but lose almost all Splatfest. It happens so goddamn often. And we have to keep looking at this. Why are retro people so good at video games? No, I should have hit no because now I'm stuck with this team if they decided to— Fuck! This shitty team. Same team. Damn it. I think 2 of them changed weapons. They changed weapons, so we'll see what happens there. But if we lose again, I'm gonna keep swapping teams till we win. Otherwise, there's a new Hot Cheetos flavor Chipotle Ranch. That sounds alright. Sounds pretty good. I don't eat Cheetos, but it sounds okay. I think I'm gonna... I've done my NES or my Switch Online rant before. I think I will summarize it as well as I can for the sake of people that haven't heard it before. And my main point throughout all of it is I only paid $5, so me and all my friends could only pay $5 for it a year. So we paid way less than $20. But let people be vocal about their issues, because nothing bad will come of that. Only good. And we just have to wait and see what happens. Because I can understand the issues people have with them. It's super weird to have to pay for online play when most of the Switch games use P2P connections in systems where, like, Dolphin, most emulators that offer online through, like, Chilera, Fightcade are just free peer-to-peer connections, and this is a peer-to-peer connection you are paying yearly for. And it's not about the price point or how much, it's just the concept in general of having to pay for it when it's not a service worth paying for. The PlayStation services offer more than just peer-to-peer, and thus have more warrant to pay more for them, or just pay for them in general. The same with the other things. Need a new room? Okay, so, okay. Will do. So I get that. Cloud saves, it's bullshit that Splatoon doesn't have it. I get why, but they found the solution with Mario Tennis, where Mario Tennis's online info is being moved to online. They should do the same with Splatoon. There is no reason they can't find a compromise. You know, and if it's for like something like snails, first of all, snails barely matter in this game. Let's be honest. To the like, I just saved my teammate. I hope he thanks me. Actually, I think I just made his super worthless and waste it. Now compare that to a game like Monster Hunter World, where you can randomly get like jewels, and you could potentially get like an attack jewel. And what people do on PlayStation is they roll for a jewel, and if they don't get the jewel they want, they load up their cloud save. PlayStation doesn't care. Why does Nintendo care? Especially for something that doesn't matter as much. I don't know. This game really hands out snails to you if you just play long enough. I don't see what the big issue is there. Otherwise, just move the online data to... move your local info online like Mario Tennis did. And then Pokemon is kind of the same situation. You can move... Yeah, it's... Why? I'm just confused on why they refuse to find a compromise there. They're not compromising, they're just throwing it off entirely. And I don't think that's the right move. That we don't know when cloud saves go away. They're incredibly vague on it in their FAQ, and it reads like they're deleted after your subscription is up. We don't actually know that, it's just so vague that that's what we're gathering from it. We don't know that, we just don't. Now, I mean, also, that's not your only source of your save file, is the cloud save. Your save's still saved to your local hard drive, or to your Switch. The only time you need the backup is when you're moving consoles. And that's pretty fair warning to, you're gonna get a different Switch or something. Well, if it breaks, then you're fucked. If it breaks and you don't have online, you're fucked. In the vague description of it, but yeah. That's cloud saves. The smartphone app is a weird solution to voice chat. Especially in a game like... Oh, damn it, I did it again. Did we win the last one? I don't think we did. Oh, yeah, and I need to get with Nick, so I need to quit out next time. With like Mario Kart, they cut out the voice chat from the Wii U version and made it a feature you now pay for in the Switch version. And I don't want to talk to anyone on Splatoon, but that's there. There's that. The special offer is the special offer they talked about where they didn't want to tell you what it is yet. I hate that they're holding out information when we should know everything about Nintendo Online, but we do know what the special offer is. It's the NES controller that cost 60 or 70 bucks for 2 of them. They can only be used for the NES games. There's really nothing else you would use them for, though. And you need a online account paid for to even buy them. So I don't think the price point is necessary at all. They're like those, they cut out the middleman with scalping them. Like that is not a Nintendo thing that will be scalped, the NES controllers, or maybe it will, because of that. And they just made it more money for the scalpers. Maybe, we'll see. That's generalizations. We can't say for sure. But we don't know what other special offers are. So those are the features of Nintendo Online. I get it, it's only $5, but if people have those issues with them, they're valid to them, and if they have issues with the number of NES games, like, I forgot to mention that. The NES Switch games are just the NES Classic emulator, and that's fine. Why would they have designed that and not use it? It works. The thing is, it's already hacked. There's a video and an article about how a dude has modded in 100 NES games into his NES app. So and it works exactly the same as every other game. And we know how easy it is, and we also know that they've already prepared it for SNES. SNES games are totally supported already. But they're not there. Voice chat in the lounge matches, yeah, that's good. I don't think voice chat during matches is a good idea in any game. Wait. This is Splatoon. This is a team-oriented game. Oh, never mind. That's... Whoa, 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 whoa. Yikes. This is a game where you would kind of need a stock strategy. Alright, so... Then... Yeah, the only answer to that is Discord. Is use something else if you're going to play with friends. And that's lame to say that they just can't incorporate it in. That's so lame to say, because... I know, quote-unquote, back in the day, you just talk in the Xbox party. We did that for quite a while. Even with Skype sometimes, we still talked in the Xbox party. I can't get up there. Oh, I can, but... Friend saved. Feed me ink, fool. But yeah, in the end, there's contestments to it, there's positives and cons to it. But nice. Let people have the problems they want. Let them be vocal about their issues, because if anything could happen, they're not going to get the service, which will send a message to Nintendo with enough people, and I think there are enough people to definitely send a message to Nintendo about it. And let them be vocal about it. Let Nintendo get feedback on the problems. What's the worst that could happen from people being vocal? Less people get the service, and then Nintendo still goes, we need to do something about this? You should not be able to talk during Mario Tennis while the match is going on. Nintendo won't change because they don't get feedback. That's why I'm saying they need feedback. They don't need people defending them. Let them go. Let people be vocal. Let them complain. Even if Nintendo doesn't change, that's still not a negative. We don't have to stop people from having issues with it. If people don't want to pay $20 for a service they don't see worth $20, then don't let them. That's it. Yeah, that's like letting people talk in a fighting game. That's a terrible idea. I stopped playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on PC. That's all of us, right? I think people can join later. In Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on PC, you cannot turn off voice chat. It just goes during the match, and you cannot turn it off. You cannot mute the other player. You cannot turn off your own mic. There's nothing you can do about it. They're gonna use the Smash Direct to make people forget any bad shit they do previously before update. That kind of happens. I remember, like, literally the day before was the last Nintendo Direct. Nintendo was the villain. Direct happens. People are happy for a little bit. But yeah, Marvel 3. Marvel 3. Infinite's voice chat is fine because it's lobbies only. In Marvel 3, you hear them and you can't stop them. And that's only on the PC version. I regret buying the PC version. I should have bought it on PS4, honestly. So I could have muted that. Whatever. Paid online mean less throttling? What do you mean? I don't get throttled. It's a peer-to-peer connection. It means that the people with shitty connections who always disconnect anyways are gonna decide not to get it, therefore resulting in less disconnects for everyone. If people have a bad connection and they're like, I'm not gonna pay for the same thing, then they're not gonna get Nintendo Online, and then less people overall will disconnect. I haven't had any disconnect issues for the entirety of Splatfest or Splatoon prior to Splatfest. So, but I mean, Nintendo's Online works in a system where, this connection in Splatoon, in Nintendo games, if you have a bad connection that's just a little laggy, I'll say like a ping of 100, it says fuck off and disconnects you. They don't want you playing if you have a bad connection. And in some games, that's a good idea. Fighting games, that would be a good idea. Mario Tennis, that's a great idea. It's not fun to fight people that lag. And if your connection lags, you shouldn't be playing online because you're not going to have fun, and your opponent doesn't have fun. Otherwise, I don't think Splatoon needs it. Splatoon is not a game that totally needs that. But also, like, yeah. And making straight online games. I don't know about that. I mean, to some extent, like if Animal Crossing, well, also we know Nintendo's like always gonna be like Nintendo in some ways, you know, they're 100 years ahead of the competition in some ways, and then 20 years behind them in others. The next Animal Crossing game could incorporate some more integrated online elements, and some of that would be fucking cool. But I can't see them doing like only online villages. But if they can make some seamless online stuff work with Splatoon or with Animal Crossing, that'd be fucking awesome. They won't do that though because that requires servers, not peer-to-peer. Make their own battle royale. Just download Fortnite. You can still play that for free. You can't play no, not Paladins, Minecraft. You can't, yeah, Minecraft for some reason, a game that does not use Nintendo servers. When you use a server, you have to pay for online. Also, I'm still really suspicious of how the Dark Souls Remastered network test was conveniently delayed until the week of paid online. Granted, you could still use the free trial. But I feel like that was used as some sort of bargaining chip to make people consider it more. Now, granted, I don't think the Dark Souls port is doing anyone favors in that regard, because it's not a good port of the game. But if you have no other way of playing Dark Souls Remaster, it's not even a remastered version. Fortnite is coming. Yeah, Fortnite's already on Switch. With Dark Souls Remastered on Switch, that's it. It's remastered in quotations. It's not the remastered version. It's the original 360 PS3 version. None of the graphical changes are present or anything. It still has frame drops. The buttons are reversed, where B is like your enter button, and A is your back button. Nintendo affiliate Twitch streamers? Not really. They don't like get too much promotion. I just see because you don't even have to be a Nintendo affiliate to get Nintendo to consider you press and send you games. So I don't think anyone really does that. Lost connection. That's the first one of the whole thing. That's the first disconnect all Nintendo Online. The audio is also garbage on the Dark Souls remastered version on Switch, but that might just be a network test thing to conserve file size, perhaps. Vinny was doing Dark Souls rage quit into Dead Space. I don't like Dark Souls. I get it's I won't say it's a bad game, because my opinion is not, like, I just don't like it. I love Bloodborne a lot more. I would rather play Bloodborne than any of the Souls games. But, you know. Where's game feel on Switch? I mean, it's still 30 FPS. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of games that have to compromise a lot of things just for portability. I'm not a big fan of the people that did the Doom port or the Wolfenstein or the Warframe port. And even Fortnite to some extent. I don't like things being compromised for the Switch's portability. When it includes frame rates that aren't even close to 30, and going back to 480p to 360p resolution. What the fuck's going on here? It happened again. Is this on our end, Nick? Could this be one of us? Found out he's in his 30s? Yeah, he is. But yeah, that's my Nintendo thing. I'm pretty sure I saved time on the rant. But yeah, it's let people be vocal about it. We'll see what happens. We have to see what happens. There's a lot of things that could happen with it, and I think Nintendo will do something about it. Something. Like, I think more than 3 games will happen before the end of the year. 3 games a month, 3 NES ROMs a month is so fucking lame. I don't know how anyone can hold the NES in that high of a regard to only put 3 games of it on a year, or a month. I think the NES has 2 good games on it. Because the better version of Mario 3, I think, is on SNES. And that's Tecmo Bowl and Zelda 2. And Zelda 2 is not there. Me and Cheap played, whoa, we can get matched against other people, wow. But then skirmishes still don't exist. High hopes for Ghost of Tsushima and Shadows Die Twice. With the stealth, if it has stealth elements. It probably, I mean, do you consider Dark Souls games to have stealth elements? With like with the enemies you can backstab? Does that count? Granted, it would be pretty cool if they added on to that with all the movement options. So then, if we still get Cloud here, yeah, this is another. So yeah, every match at Splatfest, assuming this match gives us Clout, really counts. Wow, that guy was smart. Right, the grappling hook and ledge grabs. That'll be a cool game. I'm not gonna get it, but it's certainly a cool game. And could be their best game easily if they do some other things right, such as level design. You know, the mechanics, otherwise, it can't carry it entirely. But if they can get the level design in Sekiro right, then that'll probably be their best game. Yakuza Online's just a gacha game. Oh shit. Shenmue 1 and 2 and then Steam Yakuza. It might be a shitty iOS thing of Turf War. No, it's not that at all. It's a gacha game when you tap your characters at the bottom of the screen. Almost like cards, and then the enemies are present there, and then you tap on your characters to do attacks. It's a gacha game. That's all it is. I hate that they call it Yakuza Online, and that it's also getting a PC release. Like, who wants to play that on? Wow, this guy. God damn it. This fool up here. Oh shit. Damn it. I don't know why I kept going in. Play because the guys are hot. Yeah, and every male that plays the female gacha games are doing it for the exact same reason. What's the problem? Literally for their waifus. That's literally how those games make their fucking money. Speaking of mobile games, did we see the abomination that's in Pokemon Go that we talked about yesterday? After yesterday's stream, a dude at Niantic tweeted that thing out. So I guess it's intentional and not like... I mean, it's got to be a placeholder. I think it says a lot. It says a lot about people's perception of the Pokemon Company in Game Freak when people look at that and think, wow, that must be a new Gen A Pokemon. That says a lot. That says a lot when people can think that at looking at that shitty thing. It has like a Ditto's body. It has like a nut on top of it that has a floating blob eye, and then it has a weird red tail. And I mean, I don't really know all the details of what's going on with it. It seems like a placeholder that was just meant for community things, but it's still there and they haven't taken it out yet. I don't know how long updates for mobile games take to push out. So it feels like if it wasn't intentional, they wouldn't have let it go on for so long. But I mean, it isn't harming anyone because you just catch it and it transforms into another Pokemon anyways. And that's the other thing. So I don't know. But yeah, I think it says a lot. It speaks a lot to the idea people looked at it and thought, that's a Gen A Pokemon. And people were pretty adamant. People are pretty adamant about it being a Gen A Pokemon or not being a mistake. And want, like, Niantic to be fired. To be cut from Pokemon Go and everything. I think it's really hilarious, honestly. Overwatch feels mediocre. Yeah. I think I talked about that on stream. Overwatch, I mean, the balancing for Overwatch is complete and utter garbage. It does not make sense the way they're balancing Overwatch or keep changing it. That team does not know what they're doing. I don't agree with a lot of... Yeah, I have talked about this on stream because I've said I don't agree with a lot of decisions Blizzard makes. Now, I go back to TF2. I made a whole video about going from Overwatch, or from TF2 to Overwatch. TF2 is still the same game and aged well. Overwatch is not aged well. But like, and I still, the most appreciative thing, and something I weirdly critiqued about TF2 was matches were too long. And in Overwatch, the matches are very short. But in Overwatch, you're punished if you leave the matches. In TF2, it doesn't matter if you leave the match, just go to another match. And that doesn't even have to do with, like, what's better than the other, what's archaic. That just is preference. I don't know why I con that up to being a age thing. But Overwatch, I really can't stand playing anymore. But TF2, I could still turn on and enjoy. Granted, TF2 community is probably the worst community possible in games right now. TF2's community is utter garbage. A very casual relationship with the concept of a match, yeah. The same sins as TF2 do with no alternate paths, a thing with a lot of maps. There was a lot of alternate paths in TF2. What are you talking about? Chokeholds get patched out of TF2. I don't know, you might not have been looking around the map enough. 2 Fort alone has three ways to... No, there's a lot of branching paths in 2 Fort, way more than 3. No way to cross if he did it right. I don't know. I remember there were maps like that were early, and then they patched out the choke points. Oh Jesus, no! I wasn't even looking at the right side. NG's camp. I made a whole video about that. About how pointless NG camps are. I don't take competitive TF2 seriously at all. It wasn't designed to be competitive, and I mean, I don't like that they catered to it either, but that is the people playing TF2 anyways, so. Oh, there goes that. Yeah. There was a, there was the, what is it? So about Telltale is something I also talked about yesterday on stream. There was more to it in that apparently the working conditions for Telltale were also very poor. And not even just for, like... I mean, yeah, it's super shitty that Telltale itself, as a company, let it get to the point that it did, where they had to declare bankruptcy and there's no severance for their employees. That's shitty, and that's on the company. They could have avoided that. They were way too late in doing anything about it, and they fucked over people. They were apparently still hiring people a week before declaring bankruptcy. Like, that's literally the dog in the burning house, this is fine. And inviting people into the house. And then, in general, were conditions bad? Fucking... That's just so awful for those people that were employed there. Getting fucked over like that. As one of the employees tweeted about, companies don't care for you. And, I mean... Potentially a generalization, but Telltale certainly didn't care. If they were hiring people a week before declaring bankruptcy. In an issue that was clearly happening for almost a decade. Where apparently every Telltale game they put out except that one game, Walking Dead, and then one other Telltale game actually did well. Everything else Telltale did was supposedly commercially not good at all. And especially the Batman game, commercial failure. Like, Batman was the worst thing, it was the biggest failure that Telltale did. So clearly the conditions at Telltale were going on for way longer than they should have been. And they did nothing about it until declaring bankruptcy, and then suddenly 200 so people out of the job, out of severance and stuck jobless. It sucks. I feel just no one deserves to go through that, you know? You know, they worked hard and they just, why were they still hiring? That's so mind-boggling. What did they think would happen? How did they think the situation would improve? They just have enough people to like finish the Netflix thing, and then that's it. Telltale and Gearbox. Disappointing companies in general. I haven't heard stories of Gearbox fucking over employees. I'm not a fan of the games they put out though, but... At least I don't think I remember any stories about them fucking over employees. Considering they never changed it, considering the amount of commercial flops they had. Yeah, really. And that just there had to have been something else going on that we just don't know, or don't understand rather. Or they didn't know that they were doing. The people that were in charge. Get out of here, this is our base. Get out of here, it's our base. Go, 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 don't stop going. Don't stop going. Damn it. right. Last thing that's happened in 24 hours. Oh wait, there was something else that was announced after the stream last night. Maybe it was a Telltale thing. I'm forgetting something. I didn't write it down. The last thing though was the DMC. Where'd Nick go? You done for now, Nick? DMC is incorporating microtransactions like DMC4 did. And I mean, it was in the last game. It wasn't a big deal. No one threw a fit about it, and now people are throwing a fit about it in DMC5. And I mean, we don't know how imbalanced it's gonna be, so maybe it'll be an issue. But as of right now, if it's gonna be like DMC4, nobody threw a fit. But now it's in DMC5, and it is not. It wouldn't put it. Got DC'd. Wouldn't put it past Capcom. Would not put it past Capcom to do something, you know? But it's probably... I don't see it being like that. Oh, great. Fantastic. Are they invisible? Or did they just leave? They disconnected. Okay. I saw in a video on Twitter, a Japanese player in Splatoon found a friend. They had someone disconnect too. Someone in a Splatoon match, they got on, and the entire enemy team was invisible. They, like, their names didn't show up, their characters didn't show up, but they were still there in the match and splatting away. Hey buddy, I'm up here. No! No! Ace Attorney, yeah, that was actually it. That was actually it. It's coming to everything else. Ace Attorney fans seem to be upset because they thought it would be a new game announcement. And people also think like they're betraying Nintendo. I don't know. That's a little high horse thinking for me. Especially because it's still on Switch. Let more people play the fucking games, and then they can make a sequel, and then the sequel will be more successful. Especially with like when it's on PC, and they don't have to. Like there's no excuse not to play the games now. I have them on 3DS. I just never got around to them though. I started one though. But I get that, wanting an announcement. But like, if people are upset that like Nintendo betrayed them or whatever way they want to be dramatic about it, that's a little too much. Like, they can make the sequel after it sells better. And it's going to. More people are going to get their hands on it. Come on out. Come on. This middle spot's underrated. Please tell me we're gonna win with 3 people. We won with 3 people. Let's fucking go. So you can ban Dama. Did Dama say something? I don't see his name in chat. Communication error occurred. Well, good. I remembered to disconnect, but that's even better. Yeah, Bowsette. It's not Peach's Bowsette, it's Bowser wearing the crown that makes Bowser Peach. It's still Bowser, it's not Peach. Remember that every time you look at it. Want a new Wacky Dead Rising like 2 and off the record. I don't think that's happening now that the studio shut down that made those games. And if anything... Oh, there's Dama. You didn't oh, there it is. The ultimate stealth tactic is to lay low in the grass like a lion, Lyon. God damn it. It's right there too. Oh, come on. I'm paying $5 a year for this. I don't know, Nick. This keeps happening. Give it 2 more times. If there's 2 more disconnects, I will keep playing on my own and see what happens. I'm very glad we have not the reef in this map rotation. And the new main stage, they revamped it. I don't like the changes to it too much. I like that it's wider, it's not as closed in, but it still fundamentally feels like the same stage. Nintendo ever do horror games? Fatal Frame, I think, is exclusive to Nintendo. Not enough players to join, please try again. Okay, well that one doesn't count. Yeah, Metroid has horror aspects to it. And I think Fatal Frame was a Wii U exclusive. Is it PS2 series? Alright then, I don't think so. Look at Smash, is there any... Luigi's Mansion was pretty, horror, yeah. Yeah, Zombie U was only on Wii U, and then it got ported to, I think, everything else. Definitely on PC. Oh, not Joey again. Actually, I don't remember how well Joey was doing. I think the score to get to these things are higher. The last one was like 500 to get to champion. I think this one is a little higher. 999. It might have been the same. Feels like the number is higher though. Could make a good horror game, but horror is too crisp looking. I don't know. Oh, god damn it! Another disconnect? I swear to god, if these are free trial players, these people with free trials better stop. They better cancel their trial. I hope it's them so that they decide... I hope it's the free trial people so that they decide, wow, Nintendo Online's not good, I'm gonna stop playing. Please do, so we can stop having laggy matches. It's not a horror game, but I think the next Mortal Kombat's definitely gonna be on Switch. I'm actually really confident the next Mortal Kombat will come back to the Switch. Or come back to Nintendo consoles after the next game. Mortal Kombat 11. Ooh. Oh, Jesus Christ, they're focusing me. Where are they at? The fuck they go? God damn it. I can't complain about the team there because I'm the only one in the middle. But holy shit, I got focused. And now that fool has taken my spot. Oh my god, look at all that. Sometimes you just have to accept it's a losing fight. Did those red and blue lens 3Ds ones work for anyone? Yeah, worked for me. I remember a wee lad watching Spy Kids with those. I can't believe I went to a theater to experience that, but yeah. I think there was a Shrek movie in 3D. And then after that, the only ones I've really watched have been the ones with the regular glasses that only dim it a little. And I still have a pair of those, and I mean, they work for anything else. But also VR exists, so fuck that. Is there someone up here? Oh shit. Nice. Up over here? Got him. Well, I focused so much on the middle, but did that win us the match? Oh, I love this stage. I love that. I love that we keep winning with 3 people. Yeah, as far as like investing money in something VR, nothing's probably more worth it than the Vive. Otherwise, just get a shitty headset you put your phone into and that's good enough for then. Arms for VR. Yeah, poor arms. There is just popped up on my Twitter. A Final Fantasy 15 cross Terra Wars and Shadow of the Tomb Raider collab. The video might be loud. Here, I'll mute the thing so it doesn't make sound. It was not loud. There. Why do games have to die before getting the money to pay them? That's why you waste time buying them at launch. What the hell is Terra Wars? Is this an MMO? Or is it an online game? Oh, I hate how the Final Fantasy 15 online characters look. Fighting games are unfortunately like that. Oh, this is a quest in Final Fantasy 15 with the Terra thing. That looks awesome. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to reinstall Final Fantasy 15. I don't have the space for that. Oh, this looks awesome. Who is this woman? Actually pretty terrible. Is it really, or are you just making the pun? Just the pun. And then some mobile game. I don't know who this man is they're showing. What's I need to find out what Terra Wars is. Alright, see you, Legion. Glad to see you. Yeah, no stream tomorrow. See you next time. Yeah, that looks like whatever Terra Wars is. It's bringing solo content to Final Fantasy 15, so that's fucking exciting. It's a chibi game, okay. It's not out yet. Terra Wars gameplay trailer. Oh, it's a mobile game. Oh, that was the mobile game they were showing. God damn it, it's a mobile game. God. Damn it. Whatever. The character looks cool, so I'll probably appreciate the crossover content. Gord is gonna capitalize on what is it? Bowsette. Why would you not though? But I mean, yeah. I hope, you see those names when we spawn in? They're like names for the auto-generated names for the team. I really hope it doesn't matchmake for those names. I hope those names come afterwards. Like I don't want it to seriously just deny us from playing the game because it had to put 4 women on one team. Hell no, not letting him get away with that. Oh, free kill. We're pushing a little far in, friends. Oh damn, he really went for me. But he lived. Oh, never mind. Now that Captain Marvel's being made, women can do anything better. I mean, if you live on Reddit, yeah. As in, that's where you would have heard it, because I have not heard that till now. And it's an internal sigh now that I have heard it. Where'd the enemy go? Where'd they go? A little harsh, guys, don't you think? What's going on? Are they? I guess they're partying up there. Well. Oh my god, what is going on up there? Okay, alright. Weird. Did they have two of them DC'd? Huh. That never stopped us when one disconnected. You get less points for victories against the same team. You get 50 points. When you win against an enemy team, when we beat Retro, we get 100 points. I wonder if that's enough. Regardless, if it isn't enough, honestly, this is a system they can balance. This cloud system, they're able to just change the amount of points rewarded and shit. So if this doesn't work out and is horrendously balanced in favor of more popular people, they can tweak it. They can tweak it without fundamentally reworking the whole system. But I think if there was another Splatfest that's like 70 versus 20%, which does not add up to 100, but that is how the numbers were, then yeah. Saw a post earlier where some dudes had been dating a chick for a while, but she was pregnant from a previous relationship. Before one of their dates, she had hooked up with someone from Tinder literally minutes before the date. Whew. Whew, boy. Can the popular team finally win Splatfest? I hope so. I hope we can do it. And then I hope we can do it. We have to get into a match first, though. But yeah, I'm a little nervous about the pro score because I stopped at 1500. I would like to figure out what the average is. So that if, that, like, I can go into pro and get the score I think is appropriate instead of sitting at 1500 wondering if that's an okay score. Because I don't want to keep playing pro more than I have to, and but I did play it because it is the old system of matchmaking, which I'm totally fine with. put the blame on himself and paid for therapy to make himself feel better about it. Even though everyone was telling him to dump her. He didn't break up with her after that? Jesus. Granted, therapy's warranted, but he didn't break up with her? He's shooting himself in his own foot. It's not, because it's not like recovering from that's gonna be easy. Especially when you keep shooting yourself in the foot like that. Was just mocking him? Alright, well, he's mentally unstable and... Nick, let me try to matchmake on my own and see what happens. I'll even... Should I try... Do friends search for only friends? Let me see here. Let me just go in on my own and see what happens. And you still got in anyways? Okay, so then that shouldn't matter. What's going on here? This is the game, it has to be. Or me, or it could be me. As we said, we maybe not have cleared up. This game uses P2P for like in-game, but matchmaking is still like a matchmaking server. So now we got in. That's weird. That's so weird. Do you think if MU Paradise paid for Switch Online, they'd be able to host Nintendo ROMs on their own site again? No. Lost connection to lobby? Why? Did you lose connection there, Nick? Yeah, let me try solo. See what happens. Maybe it's a team matchmaking thing. It might be just a bug with team matchmaking. Here what you said before I joined. Did you disconnect? Are you still in the match? DDoSing the streamer? Everything's on the same internet and the stream hasn't dropped frames. There's a match. Three win streak? What? Hey. Game? Video game? Excuse me, video game. You just matched us up with people that have a three win streak? You got disconnected too? Okay. But hey, a 3 win streak, huh? And you're just gonna match us up against them. Well, 2 of them did just get splatted from my super, so. Alright, we got the middle on lock. Have you guys heard the... Actually, yeah, you guys, if you saw the Splatoon, whatever season we're on now trailer, season 4 trailer, and it played that theme, they released that theme officially. That is such a good song. Like, I really don't like... A lot of the music in Splatoon honestly gets a little old when you have to hear it so many times. But I wish they would put that one into the rotation. Or on some maps. It was a really awesome song. I'm curious though why they released music for like... Was that music they made literally just for the trailer? Are we never gonna... Is there no option to... What I'm saying is this game should have a jukebox function. An MP3 player function, which would be fucking awesome if they did that. Like, still let it play the same tune it plays when there's a minute left, but change the themes that can play on stages. Get him. Yeah, nice. Honestly, this is just my preferred way of playing Splatoon, is holding down a middle point and playing defense from there. And then this map just makes that job way easier because of this King of the Hill point. Well, I'm sorry, Splatoon, that I doubted you in matching us up against people with a 3-win streak. That's perfectly okay, and you're welcome to match us up against these people again. Okay, I think it's safe to push forward. Nick, try playing on your own and see what happens in solo. See if you get bad connection issues. No! No! No, don't do it! No! Oh, okay. Does Final Fantasy 15 have a more portable MP3 and most games don't? It takes up a lot of space. Even, I mean, not as MP3 files, not as much as you would think it would. Textures still take up more, but yeah. Yeah, no, it should be. Spider-Man? Oh, you know why? Is because, at least on console games in Spider-Man, just turn on Spotify. There's a Spotify app on the PS4. That's like, if you don't have a PC next to you, it's actually a really cozy experience to just, like, plug some headphones into your PS4 controller and then listen to music through Spotify while you're playing Spider-Man. Think of some other games. Yeah, it's really like an open world thing, but yeah. Maybe, I don't think it would be as fitting for Kiryu to have it, but potentially the new guy in the new game. I forget what it's called, Project something. That dude could have a have a Bluetooth wireless headset. Just the earbuds. Yeah, Project Judge. Yeah. 10, 9, 8, 70, 85, 84, 83. I know how to count, guys. I'm counting really fucking well. 77, 76, 75, 74, 73, 72, 71, 70. It was supposed to match people up, and then the number was supposed to go higher. That was where I was going with that. Sounding like Max out here with counting. I'm starving. I can't wait to finish this, wrap this up. I think we did a great job. 27,000 clout sounds like a big number. Honestly, the new system is just encouraging to play more often. Like, these may be, like, these changes are really encouraging to play Splatfest more often, especially with, like, the separate score and pro mode being, like, the old system. Okay, the numbers went away. Oh, because we got matched up. because it at least encourages me to play at minimum 7 matches. Got mad clout. I want to see what high number, like how high did some people go with the clout, but also I want to see the pro numbers more, honestly, so I can know what kind of score I should aim for, and if I can't reach that score, just give up. I feel like 1500 is below average because of how many matches I lost, yet I still did the best on our team every one of those matches. I don't know. Like, clout's literally a score that you just get from playing more, but you also, if you're just playing more and losing, then you're feeding the enemy clout. I don't know. They're gonna, but it's at this point it's a numbers game and it could be balanced, so I'm feeling more confident in this Splatfest system. It is definitely should be an improvement. It should be because they can just, oh man, get out of here. I don't know where he went. Oh. Nope, no idea where he went. Oh, there he is. Got him. Whoa. Big splats. Hello? Everyone's dead. No! Oh, I made it. No, let me live. I'm living, boy. Nice. Miss me with that death shit. Retro because they stuck in their ways and they don't learn. They just keep rolling up and oh shit, they learned. Oh shit, they're nice. Can I get a booyah from the team? Here, I'll do it. Ah, damn it. Yeah, a lot of paint rollers. It covers ink, but it's not as good for killing. There is the one roller, though. Actually, I think it is that roller our teammate has. That roller seems really good, and I don't know what's different about it, but maybe placebo. It's probably totally placebo. I'm pretty sure they all have the same stats, and they just have different sub-weapons. And that's a grenade. Or grenade and super. I'm not using any of the right terms, but people know what I mean. It looks like we'll have time for one more match. And we'll stick with this team, because they're pretty good. Gotta say, it feels good to win. Finally. Oh, I never put this thing up, so the stream UI never updated. Whoopsie. I will fix Nick's name after this. Oh, thanks for opening this up for me, friend. Fuck off. Come up here and oh, shit. Oh, wow. Careful, friend. Oh, I didn't see him. God damn it. Damn it. Yeah, so many people use rollers. But I don't even, that's not even the one I have the biggest deal with, is rollers. I don't think they're too big of a deal. I'm walking into a death here. When they adding to fort? Yeah, that's a good question. I still loved that one Quake-like map where there was just, it was long and there was a massive glass wall between the two sides. That was such a weird-ass Quake kind of design. Oh, fuck off. Team, how could we have let this happen? What the fuck? Every shifty station? Oh, I don't want that. There's a lot that suck. This one is a little unfair because of the middle. It's I like it, but it's pretty unbalanced because of the middle. The routes are not too varied either. Like, it relies too much on this middle gimmick. I don't know what it is. Every single time we're on the results screen, the game goes to 30 FPS on capture. Not on the TV, but in the capture. Every single time. The game itself, 60, fine. But on, like, this results screen, it's just 30. And I think that's only on OBS. Well, that's it. I don't think it actually shows up on the thing. Aren't Pearl and Marina just the champions because they perform for literally 24 hours? Straight, no breaks. And after they're done performing, they still go on and do this thing. Do sea creatures sleep? Or are they like, do they have a lot of stress and anxiety? No one has any messages? We can't collect on what's left? Oh, right, because it's people we played with. Well, everyone, that was Splatfest. We will certainly see how the results go. Let me get this shirt off. It was a lot of fun. Oh man, I bought that, and this is a pretty nice shirt. There's nothing on it, I'll have to level it up. A lot of fun. Hopefully the new system is balanced and we can enjoy Splatfest for like the next couple months. I forget when they said Splatfests were ending. I think in like June or July next year is when they're stopping Splatfests for this game, but yeah. Otherwise, we're going to Bedcast and we stream every night, Monday through Friday. On Monday and Wednesday will be probably with WoW or the Half-Life game, we'll see. And on Tuesday will be Rave with Monster Hunter or ESO. Thursday and Friday, I'm going to start Metroid Prime with a mouse and keyboard mod so that I can enjoy it for a long session. And then Saturday will most likely be a Soul Calibur 6 stream because it'll be an open beta on PS4. And if anyone has Soul PS4, oh shit, I'm gonna have to buy PlayStation Plus for that, aren't I? Shit. But yeah, if anyone interested in that, June. All right, that's when Splatfests are planned to end. But yeah, that's the plan for next week. Soul Calibur 6 on Saturday. Play Metroid Prime Hunters on the DS. No thank you. I'm gonna have to decline that offer. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and until next time, go to bed.